Hello, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Miska, and today I'm coming to you with a fairly simple recipe. This is one of those ones, y'all, where you ain't trying to spend all day up in the kitchen. This will get you in and out. It's called a Tex-Mex soup, so to speak. Want to see it? Here it goes. First, you guys, we're going to start out by dicing our onion. I have half an onion here that my honey stepped in to dice for me. Shout out to him. Y'all know I like to get all of my chopping out of the way in the beginning so that I'm not stopping to do it. Okay, you guys, we're going to leave Courtney to his chopping and we're going to go ahead and start on this cornbread. Now, this is a little bit different from the recipe that I have on my channel already. Unfortunately, I don't have all of the items that I use on a regular basis to make cornbread, so I'm just going to go in and use what I have, okay? That's what we have to do sometimes. And so I'm going in with 2 cups of cornmeal. This is buttermilk cornmeal. I usually don't use that. I use the self-rising one, but I didn't have it. The store didn't have it, so hey, got to use what I have. I'm going in with flour. And as you can see, I used about 1.5 cups of flour, 2 cups of cornmeal. I lost the footage of putting the sugar in, but I used 1/3 cup of sugar and I put that in twice. All right, there is my sugar. I'm going in with 1 egg. And I know I ain't had no business cracking that egg over the bowl, but you know, I digress. Now we're going in with 2 cups of almond milk. I didn't have whole milk, so hey, almond milk had to do. Now I'm going in with 1/2 cup of olive oil. I didn't have canola oil, so hey, olive oil had to do. Okay, y'all, we using what we got, okay? I ain't got time to be running to no store. I'm trying to hurry up and get it done. You guys, I also added in 1/2 stick of melted butter, and then I'm giving it a whisk, incorporating everything together, getting it mixed up really well. All right, you guys, and there you have it, honey. This cornbread is ready to go into the oven. I'm doing muffins today. So I'm going to put my muffins in the oven at 400 degrees until they are golden brown on the top. Okay, y'all, so a little bit about this recipe. I made it first when I was like a teenager, like late teens. It was not a lot going on in the kitchen, okay? Stuff was real scarce, and so I had to make do with what was in there. I found a little can of corn, a little can of tomatoes, some turkey meat that didn't nobody want, and I was like, let me see what I can make. And so I came up with this Tex-Mex soup, and I'm still making it like 12 years later or so. And you guys, it has become a really nice alternative for when you're trying to cut back on those fatty meats. Everything you see here is what I used, including 3 pounds of turkey meat, ground turkey meat, and 2 cans of black beans. You can also use chicken broth instead of chicken bouillon cubes. Right now, what I've done is sauteed my onions and then added in my turkey meat and cooked it all the way through. After you get it cooked through, you want to drain the oil off. Then we're going to add in our water. I added in about 3 cups of water to start off with. Then you want to give it a stir to see if it's as loose as you like. I like mine to be a soup consistency, so I like a little more broth in there. We are going to be adding in a few ingredients to this pot, so you want to make room and have it as soupy as you like it or not. As you can see, I want mine real soupy, girl, so I added another cup of water. So you guys, I have rinsed and drained my 2 cans of black beans, added them to the pot. You want to stir it around, see what you're working with as far as space. Now you want to go in with your frozen bag of corn. And y'all, I'm being real cute with this video, pouring one thing in and then stirring it around, pour another thing in and then stir it around. But honey, when this camera is off, please believe everything get dumped into this pot and I'm going about my business. Also, you guys, sometimes if I'm not too busy, I'll dice up some potatoes and put it in, or I'll have rice with it inside. All right, you guys, now we're ready for our fire roasted tomatoes and our can of rotel tomatoes. Give it a mix around, and then you want to let your pot simmer. You want to let it simmer on medium high for about 30 minutes. We added a lot of water to this pot, so you want to give it some time to let the flavors develop. And you also want to give it a taste. Don't be scared to taste it. If it needs salt, add salt. You want to make sure that you create the flavor profile that you like, okay? So if it needs whatever, add it to your pot. What I did was add about half a cup of nutritional yeast. That kind of adds like a cheesy flavor to it, and it gives the soup a little more body. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. And I also added some dashes of Worcestershire sauce. Now, child, probably ain't say that right, but that's what I did. I added a lot more cumin to it. I added some garlic powder. I just amped it up because, again, we added a lot of water to this pot. I didn't use chicken broth. I used bouillon cubes, and sometimes the bouillon cubes can get a little salty. So I only used about 3. And what I'm trying to do is just build flavor any way I can, honey. So taste your broth. All right, so after letting the pot simmer for about 30 minutes, this is what you'll get. As you can see right now, it looks a little watery, but right here, it look like it tastes like something, okay? You see those little specks going throughout, honey? That's flavor, okay? Y'all, this is one of my super lazy recipes, and I made it numerous times for my husband, but he said this time it was amazing. And I was like, what? Because it ain't but some turkey meat, beans, tomatoes, and corn, child. Amazing. But you know what? I'll take it. The cornbread muffins are done, you guys, and I'm just gonna brush them with a little butter. Sometimes I do a honey butter, but today I kept it real plain. And as you can see, with almond milk, olive oil, the cornbread is cornbreading, okay? Even though we don't have the ingredients that we usually use, you can always make something happen, okay? Make it work, okay? Make it work, honey. Now it's time to fix a plate, y'all. You guys, this little Tex-Mex soup is so versatile. You can top it with just about anything. Sometimes I add some sour cream or olives, but I just used what I had today. That's a running theme, it seems. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it, thumbs it up, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, you guys.